happy to announce I'm giving away a €20 or equivalent Steam gift card when I hit 1,000 subscribers. It's not much left now, and I figured it could be a fun thing to do to celebrate. To be entered, make sure you're publicly subscribed to my channel, like this video, and leave a comment containing the word giveaway. One comment per video please, or you will be disqualified. I will announce the winner in my 1,000 subscribers celebration video. Hello and welcome to my video on Exosister. Today I'll go over the deck's general game plan, talk a little bit about each important card individually, show you a combo with the deck, and then at the end there's gonna be a clip that goes through all the cards so you can get the names. Exosister is an Exes focus deck, using its many level 4 spellcasters to swarm the field, and through our extra deck create access to great back row, negates, abyss dweller-like effects, banishes, searches, you name it, and we can probably do it with our Exes monsters. Don't be fooled though, this is a control deck more than a combo fest. We can swarm somewhat, but the aim of the game is to interrupt our opponent at important choke points through divisive and deliberate use of our banishes, negates, and floodgate effects. The sisters comes, fittingly, in pairs, with effects that gain bonuses if the respective sister is on the field. All the main deck sisters share an effect that if our opponent moves a card out of either graveyard, we can special summon an Exosister XYZ from the extra deck using the activated sister as material. This is fantastic in our current graveyard focus meta with bestials and tearlaments running rampant. Let's get into the individual cards, starting with our best girl, Martha.
Why did you say that name?
Martha can special summon herself from hand and Ellis, her sister, from our deck, as long as we don't control any monsters, or if the monsters we do control are all Exosisters XYZs. This is the strongest sister in the game for a reason, setting up a rank 4 play by her lonesome. It's fantastic. Only fitting we continue with her sister, Ellis. If we control an Exosister, we can special her from hand, and if we control Stella, we also gain 800. My second favorite sister, we can special summon her and fetch her from deck with Martha's effect in the same turn, making for easy extension. Stella is my third favorite and our best normal summon. She can special summon an Exosister from the hand, and if we control Ellis, we gain 800 life points. She also sets up for easy rank 4s, but isn't quite at the level of Martha, since we actually need to see another sister in our opening for her to do anything. Sophia isn't bad either. If we control another Exosister, we can draw a card, and if we control Irene, we gain 800 life points. It's just basic draw power without any real downside, which is great. Finally, the last of the main deck sisters and my least favorite, Irene. We can place an Exosister card from our hand to the bottom of the deck and draw one, and if we control Sophia, we yet again gain 800 life points. But why does Sophia get to draw for free, but Irene gets hamstrung by having to shuffle back a card from hand? Sure, it's not terrible if we open duplicate Ellis for example, but still, I wish this did more. Jumping into the spells and traps, starting with packs, we can pay 800 life points to add an Exosister card from the deck to the hand. If we add a monster, we can special summon it as long as the sister it mentions in its card text is on the field or in the graveyard. Rota or special summon either are great in most circumstances, meaning this can be both a starter and an extender. One of the best cards in the deck, no doubt. Vadis, we can again pay 800 life points to special summon two sisters from the deck that have each other in their card text, but shuffle them back into the deck in the end phase. We can use this to set up for our Exosister's shared effect to special summon XYZ monsters on our opponent's turn without having to sacrifice our end board on turn 1. It also works fantastically with the next card, Returnia. If we only control Exosisters, we can pay 800, target a card our opponent controls and banish it, and then we can choose one of the following effects. Exes summon using monsters we control, or if we've already Exes summoned this turn, we can banish another card. 1-for-1 removal is alright, having the option for 2-for-1 removal is fantastic, and our Exes monsters have effects that activate and linger the turn they're summoned, so being able to pop out any of them on command to respond to whatever our opponent is up to is great. Having all of these three in a single card is mind-blowing. And that's all of the main deck Exosister cards covered. There are more cards, but I'm not running them in my list. I also decided to cut to Lightning Storm from the original Meta Weekly list I based this on for 2 Shifter, as that's pretty much an FDK against Tearlament. The rest of the main deck is just hand traps or staples, and I'll have a clip at the end going through all the cards so you can grab the names. In the extra deck we have Nightmare Phoenix. It's just spell and trap removal. I figured that it could be useful and we don't have much spot removal in here, mostly relying on our banishes. Baguska can buy us time if we brick hard or something, forces everything into defense and negates them. Zeus, because of course we're running 14 XYZs in this deck. Caspital can't be destroyed by battle with a monster special summoned from the graveyard, and if she's summoned this turn, neither player can special summon monsters from the graveyard for the rest of the turn. Can detach 1 to search an Exosister monster, and usually we go into her to search Martha and set up for an easy second rank 4. Regarding her floodgate effects, there aren't too many decks in the meta right now that bring stuff back from the grave, but it comes up every now and again. Asophiel can't be destroyed by the activated effects of monsters summoned from the grave, and if she's summoned this turn, neither player can activate effects in the graveyard this turn. Can detach 1 to bounce a monster. This is our Tearlament killer, our own in-archetype Abyss Dweller with a bounce and protection on top. And if you know how prevalent Abyss Dweller is in decks right now, that should tell you what you need to know about Asophiel's current position in the meta. Amazing. Gibberine can't be destroyed by the activated effects of monsters summoned from the grave. If it's summoned this turn, can quick effect target a monster and negate it. Can detach 1 to buff our XYZ monsters by 800. The negate is great and the buff makes up for her lackluster attack value. If we summon her on turn 3 with a couple of other Exosister XYZs on the field, she's actually the biggest one in terms of attack by a wide margin, clocking in at a hefty effective attack of 3800. This makes finishing games much easier, and she protects us from annoying monster effects while on the field too. Michaelis can't be destroyed by battle with a monster special summoned from the graveyard. If she's summoned this turn, she can quick effect banish a card from the opponent's field or graveyard, and can detach 1 to search an Exosister spell or trap. The banish is great for interaction with the opponent's stuff, and being able to search either of our traps is perfect for setting up our boards. She's one of my favorite extra deck sisters. Finally, the last card in the deck is Magnifica. She needs 2 Exosister rank 4 XYZs as material. She can attack twice each battle phase and can quick effect detach 1 to banish a card. And when our opponent activates an effect or card, we can quick effect special summon one of the XYZ monsters attached to her as material, using herself as material for its summon. At 2800 and being able to attack twice, she closes out games quickly. The banish effect isn't as restrictive as Michaelis, and once we've used it, we can rotate Magnifica for any of the attached Exosisters, allowing us to use their floodgate effect or setting up another banish with Michaelis. A fantastic boss monsters that really rounds out this deck. Overall, this is a very neat and compact deck that has interesting interaction both within itself and with the opponent. Let's take a look at what a turn 1 combo can look like with this deck. Alright, here we go with the combo for Exosisters, and we're gonna start off with Shifter since we found it in our opening hand. Then we can normal summon Irene and use Ellie's effect to special summon herself. We can take those two and we can go into a Caspital. There we go. Then we can activate Caspital's effect, detach 1 and search Martha. Then we can activate Martha's effect, set her right there and summon another Ellis. Then we go into Michaelis, get a little cool summoning effect and activating her effect, detaching 1 to add either Vadis or Eternia depending on what you want. In this case we already have Vadis in hand, so we can grab the Eternia. With that basic setup done, we can go into Magnifica, set her in defense right here, set our hand, and pass. And that's gonna be a standard setup for this deck. We have a negate in Imperm, we can Exceed summon and banish with Returnia, and we can summon out 2 extra Exosisters from our deck to either use with Returnia as material or to activate their effect if our opponent moves stuff from the graveyard. But with that, I'm gonna thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment and subscribe, you guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye.